Oh boy. Peter Michael Gibbs here. Happy Preparation Day. I'm sorry, I was just getting ready to play something, and then I realized that the patch I have on my eye just had cataract surgery, and the doctor told me I can't play until Sunday. So excuse me for that. I will definitely give you a little something next week or the week after my eye settles down a little bit. But in the meantime, let's talk about Elijah, because we mentioned Elijah last week, and that Elijah would be the individual who the Lord would use in the last day to herald and to bring a message to God's people just before the great and dreadful day of the Lord in Malachi 4:5. You know, this is a subject that most of Christendom doesn't even talk about. They never mention Elijah. They never mention the great and dreadful day of the Lord. You hear many churches talking about the rapture and different things of that nature, but they never get to something that's very important, which is the great and dreadful day of the Lord, and the fact that Elijah is to come before the great and dreadful day of the Lord. Why is that? Because most churches have no concept of that portion of Scripture. As a matter of fact, I'm fortunate to say many in the Seventh-day Adventist church don't have the conversation either. And that's my main concern right now. Not that I'm not concerned about your church or whatever denomination you're a part of, but God has to use a people before. Now, you may not believe that, but God has to use a people before the great and dreadful day of the Lord, before the mark of the beast, before, so that when we go into that period of time, God will have a people that are ready, and that are ready to take a message to the entire world, the third angel's message, or the three angels' messages, but mainly focusing on the third angel's message. Now, you may not know anything about that. That's why we have Trumpeter Ministries. You can go over there and you can start to get the information on not only the Elijah, who is a real person. It's not a book. It's not a series of writings. It's not Ellen G. White. It's not me. I'm not Elijah. I don't know who Elijah is. I don't really care who Elijah is, but Delisa and I, whoever Elijah is, will be ready for that individual when he comes. But we are living in a serious time, and the Lord is going to purify. Now, some of you may think that Peter's a kook. I'm not a kook, right? That the Lord is going to purify his church, the Seventh-day Adventist church. And whether you believe that or not is irrelevant. Go to trumpeterministries.org and you'll see all the information there. It's time to get ready because we're almost out of time. God bless. We'll see you in the next video.